Hey guys, in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about disaster preparedness. So I live in Southern California. As you guys may know, based off the news, we ended up having two major earthquakes, one on the 4th of July and one the day after the 4th of July, so the 5th of July. The 5th ended up being a 7.1 and Ridgecrest about 130 some odd miles away from us, and we really felt it. Kind of got me starting to think about what does that look like. I was actually FaceTiming with someone and they got to see us experience the earthquake as it was happening. So guys, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about earthquake preparedness or disaster preparedness today. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and the bell to get future videos. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about this. I am by no means an expert at all about disaster preparedness. This just got me starting to think and starting to look at stuff. So I've got a few things that I've got here on my little table stand that I'm going to grab. So the first thing first, they tell you that you need 3 days worth of food and water. Okay, so I ended up actually ordering some rations. So these are the survival tabs. These are supposed to last 25 years, a shelf life. This particular one, I ended up getting it on Amazon. They have several different flavors in this particular pack. The one that I got here is butterscotch. They had chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and try the butterscotch, knowing that this is probably not the best flavoring item that they've got, but I figure I'll go ahead and try it so you guys can see what the tabs look like. They've got bars that you guys can get. I ended up getting some bars several years ago. These here last 25 years instead of like the 4 to 5 years. Also, they say you need water. So again, 3 days worth of food. This, for 4 of these packs, was 8 days worth of food for one person. So approximation, it would give us for 3 people, which are in our household, it would give us about 2 days, 2.5 days worth of food. Okay, so also water. So if you don't have like bottles of water, so we always have bottles of water, so we're good there. But we may not always have enough. And you can actually buy packets of water, right? So you can actually buy water in these things and various different sorts of things as disaster waters. So here's a couple of packs that I ended up getting. We're going to go ahead and try just a little bit of the water. We'll squeeze a little bit out. I didn't bring up a glass to do it. The next item is making sure that you have a means of communication, right? So how can you communicate? If cell phones are down, if you can't email, text, make a phone call, how are you going to communicate with your family? So I'm a ham radio operator. I actually have my ham radio license. And so I end up having ham radio. So what I've done is I've programmed them on a frequency. So, okay, shoot me if you want, whatever, say what you want. In a disaster, when you can't communicate, you know what? You don't have to be licensed. You can sit there and do it in a disaster. The government allows you to communicate, right? So if a disaster occurs, I've set it up. I've got one here at the house. If I'm out, we can do it. I'm doing simplex frequency, so it's just like a little walkie-talkie, right? Just a very high-powered walkie-talkie. I also have mine programmed to repeaters. There's actually a major repeater up here, Keller Peak. So I've actually got it set up for there. I've got it for the local hospital's repeater as well. So this one is mine. This one does 5 watts. If you're not a licensed ham radio operator, you can sit there and get like 2-way walkie-talkies. They've got some stuff that you can buy on Amazon. So I'll put some stuff in the description below, but just figured I'd share that with you guys. If you are a ham radio operator, Baofangs are pretty good. I use a Baofang, actually a couple Baofangs. So again, I've got those. So the next thing is making sure that you guys have a plan. I would say the plan is probably the most number one important thing, right? And I'll be honest, like, we don't really have a plan. We've talked about it. I couldn't reiterate what we've talked about. So make sure you guys actually talk, you as a family or your unit at your house, you whoever you're with knows kind of what's going on, how you're going to communicate, where your rendezvous points are going to be, where you're going to meet up, what you're going to do, shelter in place, all of those sorts of things. Talk about it. For us, it's earthquakes, right? It could be something else. It could be tornadoes, tsunamis. It could be, flooding. It could be a hurricane. Whatever it ends up being. And I'll be honest, I was in Indiana last month, and we ended up on hurricane watch, got notice on our cell phones to seek shelter immediately. So, that was new to me because, we have earthquakes here in California. So, just be cognizant wherever you're at, kind of have a plan. What are you going to do? So kind of, again, this is just throwing out ideas, trying to really spark you guys to think about it. Think about buying some stuff. You can never have too much. We've got stuff in the cupboard. You can use stuff in your cupboards, canned foods. We've got a barbecue that has like a stove top that we can cook stuff on. So, thinking about how you can cook stuff. Canned foods are great to be able to do that. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and open this up, and I want to taste. So here we go. I'm opening it. And we're gonna go ahead and taste it. So others in the family want to taste it too. So, all right. So this is what these tabs look like. There's 12 tabs for 240 calories. 12 tabs is a serving. So this is what these tabs look like. They're just little itty bitty tabs, and you eat them. So take one tablet every hour for up to 12 hours a day. It is safe to take more than the recommended serving, but please note the total days of rations will be reduced accordingly, right? So this is just got some non-fat dry milk solids, sucrose, vegetable oils, all that kind of stuff. But this is just a little tab that gives you all of your nutrients that you need for a day. This one says take 12 tablets a day, one an hour. In a disaster, you're trying to survive, right? So if it's that bad, you're trying to survive. Oh, also, one of the things, make sure you have a little bit of cash. I am guilty of this. I don't carry cash around. I don't have cash. I need to start leaving a little bit of cash just in case you need cash. So, having a little bit with you in your wallet, maybe 20 left in the car, hidden in the car, right? So be safe about it. 40, 60, $100 in your house somewhere, something that's broken up, small bills, stuff, just in case you end up needing it. So again, the reason I'm doing this is we actually had another earthquake today. So, I told you we had the 2. We ended up having a 4.7 today, this morning, that I ended up feeling. So, just it's on my mind. Think about it. Be prepared, right? That's the best thing you can do, is be prepared. If nothing happens, nothing happens. But at least you're prepared if something does, right? That's the best thing you can do. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and try this. Enough talking. You guys want to see me try this. This one, again, is butterscotch. I can smell the butterscotch. So it's like a little cookie. It's a little pasty, but in a disaster, I would eat this, right? It doesn't taste bad. I was surprised because I figured butterscotch would taste pretty bad. This isn't too bad. So anyways, here we go. It's got a nice little Ziploc thing that you can use, so you can take this with you. Obviously, once you've opened it, I doubt the shelf life is 25 years, so we won't be keeping that for 25 years. Okay, so then the water. I know you guys are waiting for me to try this water. So here we go. It's got a little tear. Oop. Oop. Okay, so then here we go. We got some water in the packet, so pour it along that side. You can do whatever, and it's just normal water. Tastes like water. It's just in a little pouch. There we go. Look at that. So guys, the biggest thing is I just really want to make sure everyone gets prepared. There's all kinds of weather, natural disasters, everything happening. You know, just the best thing you can do is be prepared, guys.